Right then, this is Sharky from SHAR-KADE. So, I've run into a problem while doing the Pactotech video, finishing it off. I seem to have an issue with the display, which I'll contact Lee at Pactotech. Basically, when I'm swapping modes using the hot keys, I'm coming into an issue. It's not always displaying on the display when it's swapping between the modes. Now, I've got a workaround, and it's quicker than holding the buttons. And the workaround is to add this button. So I'll do a tutorial how to add this button here. You can get these buttons, these switches, from GRS. Is it Thunderstick Studios? Basically, I use them for the switchers. I sometimes have spare ones as well, but you can buy them in bulk. So what I'll do is I'll buy a load in bulk. If anyone's ordered the Pactotech, I'll also add this alongside. It just makes life a lot easier rigging a switch up to it. But I am looking at getting this issue resolved, because it shouldn't be freezing on the screen. Now it is displaying the Pactotech on the screen there, but every now and again I'm having to disconnect the USBs, plug them back in. I don't want that for any customer. Now it's working fine with the switch, no problem. It's working absolutely fine, but it's not displaying what mode it's in. So I'm going to get hold of Lee, like I say, and see what the hell's going on. And it seems to be doing it on the other board I've got here as well, but not on one of the other ones. So maybe it's just an issue with the boards. I don't know, like I say. But as it is working quite well on the switch. Now, what I might do is I might mount this there. Or if I can't get the display issue sorted, I can just mount it where that hole is. Do we need the display? Probably not, but it is nice to know what mode it is in, and we've also paid for it. So let's load God of War in. So at the moment it's actually in, you can't see on the display, but it's actually in Xbox controller mode for the arcade control. So it's in arcade mode. Let's load God of War 4.
Loading. Loading complete.
So I have two controllers currently unplugged. Right, so on the main menu we'll have arcade controls for God of War, but you're not going to be able to play God of War with the arcade sticks. It's going to be quite difficult. So I've marked up which one's the disconnect mode. So the bottom switch there, this is a 2 switch button, so it's got 2 switches on. So I'll just press the bottom switch. You won't see anything on the screen or the display. Now we should see the display change. That should tell us that it's actually in disconnect mode, but it's not. But if we come along and just plug in our Xbox controllers, so just plug in both Xbox controllers. You don't have to for God of War, you could probably just plug one controller in. And now we have the controls for the Xbox controller and no arcade controls. We have the arcade control, because in the keyboard and mouse mode, it disconnect, that works as basically it works as your up, down, left, right. But our default control now is the Xbox controller. Now, if you want to go back, you're just always trying to remember you're in the right mode. Just disconnect the Xbox controllers, and then all we do is press the up, wait a couple of seconds, and then we should be able to quit out. And when we're back at the main menu, we should have all our controls there working. So it does work, it's just we need this display, sorted. I need it to display properly. Now it does work a few times, but 4 out of 5 times it works. The 5th time the display crashes on there. So like I say, I'll get hold of Lee at Pactotech, see what the hell's going on. Hopefully it's something simple, or we can get the boards updated or something, and get that issue fixed. It's still not a huge downer on the Pactotech. I absolutely love them. When they do work perfectly, they're spot on. Like I say, that worked flawlessly. If we just head into the Sega Mega Drive or Sega Genesis, and then we are currently with the arcade controls for player 1, player 2.
Loading complete.
So that's loaded up now. And then all we do is, if we want to disconnect the controllers, just press down. And that will disconnect the controllers. As soon as we plug in the Xbox controllers, that will recognize the Xbox controllers. And now we have default controls as the Xbox controllers. So player 1, player 2 there as the Xbox controllers. If we disconnect them and then try and move player 2, player 1's always going to sort of move, because like I say, in disconnect mode, that's set to up, down, left, right. If we just move player 1 there, that's not going to, player 2, sorry, that's not going to work. We just come along, press our up, and as you see on the bottom of the screen there, it's flashed up, X input controller 1 and 2, user 1 and 2, and now we should have full control of the game itself. Hold our count and start. Now sometimes the hold, count and start, you've got to be accurate when pressing it in, because it is a free button, a 3-second hold to quit the game. Sometimes you've got to just press it a couple of times and hold it in, and then it'll quit out. But like I said, it's working, and it's working fine, swapping between them. I'll do some more testing tomorrow, but I am going to try and get hold of Lee tonight and get that sorted out. Like I say, I do want this display working as it should do. Now it's lit up and everything, but it just doesn't seem to be. Every now and again it just glitches out. Now, like I say, I don't want to have to keep opening the machine up, or the customer have to open the machine up, disconnect the board, reconnect it, stuff like that, and mess on with the USB wiring. It's got to be flawless. So, like I say, I'll likely start adding these switches anyways, just so you've got a switch to connect and disconnect, so you can always use it. You know which mode you're going to be in. Keeps things nice and simple. I didn't want to add it because I did want to just use the hotkeys on the controls, but like I say, we seem to have issues with that, so I'll see Lee, try and get it sorted, and we'll go from there. So I'll have to do some more recording for the actual video. It has delayed us a little bit because I'm still working on this Lollipop chainsaw machine. I was meant to have the team molding in last week. The post office didn't deliver it. I waited in all Saturday. They didn't deliver it. I had to go and collect it. The information I put on the card, all that sort of stuff. So I've had a right nightmare trying to get team molding in. I've got delays on that big build at the moment, but hopefully tomorrow I can get everything resolved with this. I can get this project finished. I can then move on to the next project. Then I can start getting a few machines sent out as well. I've got the shipping crates come in today for the I think it's the NBA Jam. The Space Harrier's now gone, and what was the other one? NBA Jam, Space Harrier, and Metal Gear Solid. So the Metal Gear Solid is packed and ready. The NBA Jam is packed and ready, so those two machines can go off. We've finally as well got the buttons for the Terminator unit, so that's all done. I've just got to finish off some bits and pieces on that. So Yeah, I've heard that about them a few times, mate. You know what I mean? I think their prices are quite high considering the hardware that's in them and stuff. With SHAR-KADE units, you get all brand new hardware and systems and all the configs sorted. And I'll go the extra mile if something's not quite right. I'll go the extra mile to make sure it is right from our end, mate. But like I say, I prefer to do my tests, get all my tests done before anything goes out. I'm not just going to wire the machines up and assume things are working when they work, because you know everything was working fine and then I started having this issue. You know what I mean? I like to extensively test everything before it goes out. So make sure you like, share, subscribe to the videos, man. Hit that notification bell if you are waiting for a unit being built. Like I say, I do apologise. I'm trying my best to get everything sorted, built and out the door as fast as I can. Hopefully no more delays tomorrow. Fingers crossed I can get cracking on with this. If this is going to hold us up too much, I'll just work on the other machine until I get a reply or anything like that from Lee, till me and Lee can sort this out. But it hasn't disgruntled us on the Pactotech stuff. It's one of those things. It might just be a faulty board. It might just be something wrong with the two boards that I've got there. Like I say, it hasn't put us off. I've done tests on me other SHAR-KADE unit. It's been fine. So hopefully it's just maybe a software issue on the Pactotech, or it might just be a faulty board, which I could get some new boards sent out to us. So we will see. No big deal. Hopefully, like I say, it doesn't delay us anymore. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch us in the next one. Bye.